It outlines this new sports fashion project called Smart Dream. And specifically, they're launching what they call the Smart Dream jersey.
Right.
And the whole goal of this deck is to show how this brand is attempting to redefine the modern lifestyle through something they call a smart vision channel.
Yeah, that's their big buzzword.
Right. So, okay, let's unpack this, because early on in the source material, they make this super bold claim that they aren't just trying to sell a new cut of like moisture-wicking fabric.
No, not at all.
They are trying to sell a massive paradigm shift. But, before we even get into the actual clothes, what exactly is a smart vision channel? It sounds like, I don't know, a television network.
Yeah, the terminology is definitely geared heavily toward tech investors.
Yeah.
But mechanically speaking, a smart vision channel is basically this direct, unmediated digital pipeline.
Okay, between what and what?
Between the physical garment itself and the brand's entire media ecosystem.
Wow.
Yeah, it essentially means the shirt itself acts as an antenna, or, like a portal.
That's wild. But why would a brand even want to build something like that?
Well, to understand that, you have to look at the macro level view of the sports apparel market that they outline in the deck. Because the standard market right now is, it's incredibly rigid.
Oh, totally. I mean, it's basically dominated by these massive legacy brands doing the exact same thing they've done for 50 years.
Precisely. It's this huge logistical machine that is incredibly slow to adapt to current fashion trends.
Right.
And frankly, it really lacks unique interactive brand storytelling. Like, you go to a store, you buy a shirt, you wear the shirt.
And that's it.
Exactly. The transaction ends the absolute second you walk out the door. But Smart Dream is stepping into this space, aiming to completely shatter that old transactional model.
So they want the relationship to keep going.
Yes, by offering dynamic AI-generated designs that are tied to a full digital ecosystem. They really want to set this entirely new standard for wearer exclusivity, like turning a garment into an ongoing service.
Okay, so to really grasp how radical this is, I feel like we need to look at how these shirts are actually manufactured first.
Oh, absolutely.
Because this completely flips the standard fashion design model right on its head. Like, we're moving way away from a room full of designers, meticulously cutting fabric swatches and pinning them to mannequins.
Yeah, that's completely gone. We are entering what Smart Dream calls their hybrid creative process.
Hybrid meaning human and machine.
Exactly. It's where human intuition meets machine efficiency. And they break this workflow down into 3 very distinct phases, which fundamentally changes the economics of how a fashion line is developed.
Okay, so how does a computer actually design a shirt? Because I'm assuming it's not just a matter of like hitting a big red button that says make a cool jersey.
No, definitely not. So phase 1 is what they call the prompt strategy.
Okay.
This is highly technical. It requires a really deep understanding of language as basically an architectural tool.
Like writing code almost.
Yeah. The human designers are setting incredibly specific keywords. They aren't just typing, make a blue shirt.
Right.
They are dictating the exact structural cut style, the literal hex codes for color palettes, the virtual lighting conditions, and even the specific view angles for the 3D rendering.
Oh, wow. So they are building the entire blueprint using just text.
Exactly. And then they hand that text-based blueprint over to the machines for phase 2, which the presentation deck calls the AI engine.
Okay, and the deck specifically mentions them using platforms that we all interact with basically every day, right? Like ChatGPT, Gemini, and Canva AI.
Yes. And the obvious purpose here is volume.
Right, because an AI doesn't need to sleep.
Exactly. The AI generates this massive array of visual designs based on those super strict parameters from phase 1. It's rapid prototyping on a scale that human designers just couldn't physically match.
I mean, a human could probably sketch, maybe 5 strong variations in a day?
Right. But the AI engine can generate 5,000 in an hour.
That is insane.
It is. But that massive volume creates a new problem, which brings us to phase 3, which is fine-tuning.
Okay, so this is where the humans come back in to clean up the mess.
Yeah, to curate the chaos, basically. They apply very strict filtering to select only the absolute most realistic, aesthetically pleasing mock-ups.
Gotcha.
Because the AI isn't perfect. So humans are meticulously adjusting text placement, making sure the physical proportions would actually fit a real human body, and just ensuring the brand's overall professional balance is maintained.
See, okay, I have to jump in here and just push back a little on the whole AI hype train. Because when you read AI-generated fashion in a headline, the immediate image is that the AI is this solitary genius visionary sitting in a digital Parisian loft coming up with the next big trend all on its own.
Right, the AI is the master designer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But looking at this 3-phase process, it sounds a lot more like the AI is just a really, really fast intern.
A fast intern.
Yeah, like the intern can generate 1,000 rough sketches in an hour, which is great for brainstorming, sure. But the humans are still the crucial art directors.
I see what you're saying.
The humans are the ones making sure it actually works and isn't, a shirt with 3 sleeves or some impossible zipper.
Well, I see why you'd call it an intern, but it's honestly a bit more powerful than that. An intern can't generate a pixel-perfect, photorealistic 3D render of light hitting synthetic fabric in 6 seconds.
Okay, that's a fair point.
The computational power is doing heavy lifting that goes way beyond just fetching coffee or drawing rough sketches. But what's fascinating here is that you're absolutely right that the AI fundamentally lacks taste.
Exactly. It doesn't know what's cool.
Right. It doesn't know what looks good. It only knows what matches the text prompt. And that's where the humans come back in. Smart Dream's core mission, as stated in their own deck, isn't about replacing humans with machines.
Which is good to hear.
It is about empowering the sports community through creative AI designs to build a high-value brand.
Yep.
They're basically using AI to remove the historical bottleneck of production so human designers can just focus entirely on curation and aesthetics.
Okay, well, let's actually talk about those aesthetics then, because if this AI-human collaboration is generating literally thousands of concepts, what actually survives that human filter?
That's the big question.
Like, what does a machine, guided by a human art director, think the modern jersey should look like?
Right.
The Premier collection lands on an aesthetic they are calling Futuristic Corporate Sportswear. And I'll be honest, corporate sportswear sounds like a total oxymoron to me.
It really does.
Because when I think corporate, I think stiff collars, ties, super uncomfortable shoes, boardrooms. But when I think sportswear, I think breathable mesh, sweat, gym bags, and like weekend running.
Total opposites.
Yeah. So how do those two worlds collide without looking completely ridiculous?
Well, it points to this massive macro trend and a huge cultural shift that Smart Dream is obviously capitalizing on. Just think about the post-COVID shift to remote and hybrid work.
Oh yeah, the whole work from home revolution.
Exactly. The traditional business suit is largely dead for a huge segment of the population. And the deck identifies their target audience as the Smart Dream driving community.
Okay, and who exactly is in that community?
It's made up of three main pillars: the younger generation and students, high-performance athletes, and digital influencers.
Okay, so essentially a demographic that absolutely does not clock into a traditional cubicle from 9 to 5.
Exactly. For this demographic, the old boundaries between work clothes and play clothes have just completely dissolved.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If your office is a coffee shop or an airport lounge or literally just a Zoom screen in your living room, you demand clothing that is casual and allows for free movement, like athletic gear.
But it still needs to look presentable.
Right. If you have to hop on a sudden video call with a client, you can't look like you just rolled out of bed. They want a performance fabric that passes as smart casual.
Smart casual.
Okay, it's a paradigm shift where jerseys are no longer just armor for the playing field. They're everyday fashion.
Completely new dimension of style and creativity. Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we aren't just looking at some run-of-the-mill product launch. No, we are decoding a massive brand movement that is literally shattering the boundaries of modern streetwear. We're going to dive deep into the architecture of Smart Dream, a space where high-end physical design completely collides with immersive digital storytelling. So let's just dive right into this. I want to challenge you right off the bat. I want you to rethink your everyday gear. Think about it. We live in a highly connected, digital-first world, right? Yet most of what we wear is entirely disconnected from that reality. Well, prepare yourself for a complete paradigm shift, because this is a movement that takes physical apparel and seamlessly blends it with a totally interactive digital ecosystem. You know, the catalyst for this entire brand is actually a problem we see every single day. Standard market jerseys are just rigid, plain, and honestly, they severely lack exclusivity. They're basically the uniforms, not fashion statements. But Smart Dream, they completely shatter that mold. They are redefining the standard by offering an interactive digital platform focused entirely on futuristic athleisure. It's out with the boring uniform and in with a genuine, head-turning fashion statement. Now, what's the core DNA powering this whole vision? It's incredibly ambitious. Smart Dream's identity is anchored in blending really sleek digital aesthetics with premium, everyday comfort. Their vision is to be the definitive pioneer in the premium smart sportswear industry, and their mission completely backs that up. They want to empower the sports community through creative, AI-based designs to build a high-value, exclusive clothing brand. It's not just about looking good, it's about pushing the entire industry forward. Okay, so how exactly do they pull this off? It all comes down to an innovative 3-stage AI-to-fabric pipeline. Stage 1 relies on powerful platform engines. We're talking ChatGPT, Gemini, and Canva for rapid, dynamic conceptualization. Then, Stage 2 utilizes precision prompting to strategically target very specific cut styles and color palettes. But here's the absolute game changer, Stage 3, human fine-tuning. They don't just let the AI run wild, right? Human designers step in to filter the variations for supreme realism, manually balancing the typography and logo placements for a flawless professional finish. And this technology directly powers their visual identity, a design language they're calling Futuristic Corporate Sportswear. It fuses active, sporty elements with clean, premium lifestyle athleisure. The color architecture is brilliant. You have a dominant black, symbolizing unyielding strength, perfectly contrasted by a soft, highly elegant premium cream. But the real focal point? That winged star. It's a powerful symbol of high dreams, speed, technological progress, and the absolute freedom to grow. So you might be wondering, who is this actually built for? Well, Smart Dream has laser-focused targeting. This is for the digital influencer seeking camera-ready streetwear. It's for the tech-conscious fashionista who is drawn to Phygital connectivity. It's for the Gen Z student wanting exclusive, trend-conscious daily wear, and the modern athlete demanding premium comfort alongside high-performance capability. Simply put, this is gear engineered specifically for the modern digital native.
All right, we've talked about the theory and the architecture behind the brand, but now it's time for the visual montage. The Smart Dream collections. Get ready because we are going to do a rapid-fire breakdown of the flagship jersey collections that are about to hit the market.
First up, we have the signature drop. This is really the cornerstone of the brand. Notice the incredibly sleek contrast with the premium cream shoulder and hem blocking set right against the black. It's just a beautiful, elegant corporate fusion. You've got the bold, smart typography perfectly balanced on the chest, and the signature wings start prominently anchored on the back. But the real star of this show here is the sleeve. It features an integrated QR code connecting directly to the Smart Dream YouTube ecosystem. That right there is your digital gateway. Next up, we step into the cyber athletic core, which actually features two completely distinct styles. First, you have the geometric, built with really high kinetic energy in blue and black, designed specifically for prominent YouTube channel branding. But then contrast that with the neon. This one is a hyper-modern cyber aesthetic featuring this impossible glowing chest plate and a high-contrast pink QR sleeve patch built for instant digital scanning. It's wild. And then, for those who want to be literally impossible to ignore, we have the Hypebeast edition. This is aggressive styling built purely for the streetwear crossover market. It boasts vibrant pink and black angular slashing, maximalist digital branding, and bold numbering. Let me tell you, this piece is specifically engineered to absolutely dominate the visual hierarchy in any social media feed you scroll through. Bringing all of this together, if we map this out on a collection matrix, it perfectly reveals their unified brand architecture. Imagine a spectrum spanning from corporate and clean, all the way over to cyberpunk and maximalist. And then another spectrum moving from understated elegance up to high visibility hype. Whether you want the clean corporate look of the signature drop or the high visibility cyberpunk vibe of the neon, there is a specific archetype designed for every single facet of modern athleisure. Now, you've heard me mention the QR code a few times now, right? So let's formally define what this is. This is the Phygital link. It is the literal bridge between the physical fabric you wear and the digital ecosystem you engage with. By scanning the QR sleeve patch on your jersey, you instantly unlock a totally new tier of interactive product information. It quite literally takes the clothing off your back and puts a digital world directly into your hands. And what exactly does that QR code unlock? Well, it takes you straight into their digital expansion, the Smart Dream, Smart Vision YouTube channel and podcast. This right here is a digital heartbeat of the brand. It's where they discuss the evolution of jerseys moving from the pitch to everyday high fashion. It's where they deep dive into the engineering of premium materials. The ultimate goal? To build a super friendly, informed, and highly engaged community right around the Smart Dream lifestyle. But what makes this digital launch even more captivating is that they've actually engineered a complete sonic identity. This isn't just about visuals, it's about the sound of the movement. They have track 1, the Smart Dream Anthem. It's a cheerful, super catchy pop track used as the melodic foundation for brand intros. And then they have track 2, Wear Your Dream, which is this high-energy hip-hop track driving the beat for dynamic TikTok drops and viral social media content. They're literally appealing to every single sense. Now, to execute a launch this massive, you need a serious plan. And here is their takeover strategy mapped out across 4 distinct phases. Phase 1 focuses heavily on viral engagement through highly targeted TikTok challenges. Then, Phase 2 moves into honest synergy, collaborating with curated influencers for high-impact reviews. Phase 3 is all about building community loyalty through strategic giveaways to rapidly establish a dedicated user base. And finally, Phase 4 executes hype and exclusivity by utilizing limited drops to throttle supply and dramatically elevate the brand's overall value. So we've seen the blueprint, from AI-engineered fabric and bold maximalist designs to a fully integrated YouTube ecosystem and a totally unique sonic identity. The execution here is just incredibly precise. The revolution has clearly started, folks. The future is smart. So scan the QR code to unlock the channel, join the movement, and it leaves us with one final massive question. When the future of fashion is this interactive, are you just going to sit back and watch it happen, or are you going to wear the future?